Okay, I think I accidentally stumbled upon it. There's a bunch of tea on the cart, right? Well, we check our organizer here. We notice that she is pushing chocolate candies on the tea cart, not tea. So, maybe? I'll just sort of deduce the cart itself as a spot. Let's go for the sketch.
Eureka!
Nope. I thought I had that. And maybe I still do, and the game's just being a dick and, like, not letting me get away with that spot. What is this? It's a container with Ceylon tea leaves. Reserve and expose sunlight and moisture airtight. Preserve the quality of the leaves. Do we have anything regarding the tea? Like, what's this? Favorite teapot made by... Yeah, no, it doesn't say anything regarding that. Or to that regard, I suppose. Not a single stain on the pure white table. Wait a moment. Okay, I hope you're not planning to do anything bad.
No, don't worry. Even if I fail, the tablecloth would just be dyed a nice black a la tea.
The tablecloth looks better white. Please refrain from changing it.
I wonder about that. It might look better in another color, like pink or blue. Or tea.
So... that's what I should deduce the chocolate with, right? Nope, that's not that. Yeah.
Eureka!
Yes! Got it! Okay. I don't know about that game. That wasn't the most highlighted thing in the world. I guess I stumbled upon it, but that was just out of desperation for nothing else to do.
Larry, there's something I want to ask you about your sketch.
Maybe if I'd noticed the sketch, I would have... well. If ifs and buts were candies and nuts. Ugh, this voice. Claim? Huh? You want a lecture on sketching from the famed Professor Maurice, do ya?
No, I just need to ask you something. The tablecloth in your sketch, are you sure it was a light blue?
I mean, I would have gone for the chalk, whatever. Was it light blue? I'm colorblind. It did not look light blue to me. Let me double check that. Yeah, no, I would not have caught that. Lucky me. Yeah, my eyes never fail me. Well, aren't you lucky?
Not the one on the service card here is white, isn't it?
Dude. You're always so busy thinking with just your head that you miss the obvious.
What's with that look on your face?
When I drew that painting, I was using the cart with the tea set on it, remember? Because I was tidying up the broken pottery shards.
That's not something to be proud of.
And right then, Katie came out of the Winter Palace. I had to hurry and hide the broken teapot, so that she wouldn't notice.
Did you just say Miss Hall came out of the Winter Palace?
That's right. But this time she was pushing another service cart. And the tablecloth was light blue, just like how I drew it.
What did she do with that service cart?
Beats me. She went into the Summer Palace with it, so I don't know. And when she came out, she was pushing the lift trolley.
The lift trolley?
When I called out to her, she was so surprised she just left it there. She's so cute when she's shy.
The second service cart and a lift trolley.
Maybe there were 2 tea sets along with 2 service carts.
We'll have to verify it with Miss Hall.
Now we have something to talk about. Okay. Alright, we're back on track.
Is it true you keep 2 service carts on the premises?
Yes. Is there something wrong?
Earlier, I was looking at one of the sketches from that so-called artist, and I noticed that your hair reminds me of a Pokemon, or some sort of hedgehog-type beast. But anyways, I also noticed that he had drawn the cart's tablecloth light blue.
Light blue? Are you sure you weren't mistaken, monsieur?
No, I'm not.
I only ever use tablecloths that are pure white. That's true. The tablecloth here doesn't have a single spot on it. Oui, that's because I always change them immediately, whenever they get dirty.
Did Larry really get the color wrong, then?
Wouldn't put it past him.
What were you doing when this sketch was drawn?
At that time, I was just doing my job as usual.
And then could I ask you to tell me exactly what that work entails?
Kate's job.
What were you doing when you were drawn in this sketch?
Looks like you're pushing a cart full of chocolates.
From the look of the drawing, it doesn't seem like you were transporting the tea set.
I'm also noticing that handle. Looks like it. This occurred to me when they said she came back out with a trolley. What might have happened was that she moved a block of ice that was covered like this, so it looked like a trolley, and then she dumped the ice in the fluorescent cloth off and pushed back out a lift trolley, as opposed to a tea trolley.
This was when I was delivering chocolates to all the people in the investigation. How nice. Chocolates. I wish I could have gotten some too.
Yeah, I don't have any chocolate. Do I? No.
There's still a few left, so please, eat them. I made them myself, though it's not possible. Though it's possible they might not suit your taste. Woohoo! Thanks so much.
Thank you. Perhaps it's because she had them in her pocket, but it...
Pocket? It's in a dress.
But it looks like they've melted a bit.
She also went to the summer palace with them, remember? Handmade by Miss Hall, they were kept inside her pockets, they've melted a bit.
The sweet goodness. I'm happy to hear you say that.
These chocolates are a little misshapen, but I'm glad to get some sugar in my system. Although they're a little too sweet for my taste.
Well. Shit. Aren't we back at square one? Maybe we could talk to what's-her-name, Delicia, about the chocolates. You had a few in your fucking purse, right?
Yes, that's Katie's chocolates, right? They seem to have melted a bit, though. Not eating them when they look their best is rude to the chocolate, Miley.
No, they had already melted when I got them.
Maybe Miles' hands got hotter when he received sweets from a sweetie.
Kay, I beg of you, please don't steal her manner of speech.
Well, that didn't help any. Looks like, despite that helping me out a bit, I'm back at square one. Maybe I should check this trolley, now that I've thought that... could be...
Oh, it's Katie's chocolates. Uncle Ray really loves how sweet they are. The sweet flavor really goes well with the bitter coffee in the office.
I see, coffee would indeed go well with this.
Actually, that's true. Bitter and sweet make a nice combination. Apples mixed with pretzels. It's a sweetness mixed with sort of a breaded saltiness, and it actually is quite nice.
Mr. Master said that these were his favorites. I just wish I could paint over the bitter memories of that case with these sweet chocolates.
I'm going to examine this trolley.
This lift trolley has been left here.
I wonder if it was used recently to carry something heavy.
The surface of the platform appears to be wet.
Oh, I called it! She moved a block of ice that was covered in a sheet so it looked like a tea trolley, then just dumped it in the summer palace. I called that shit. I had that thought and I was like, maybe I should save this thought.
I remember seeing this lift trolley someplace before.
You mean during the IS-7 incident?
Ah, that's right. I remember now. It was in Dover's room.
Was it?
Oh yeah, look at that. If I remember correctly, it was used to transport the ice sculptures. The lift trolley has a feature that allows you to adjust the height and angle of the platform.
Ah, even more suspicious that it could look like a tea trolley.
Or just one of these. A single person could move the sculptures all by themselves.
Wow, how convenient. I want one too.
Why is there a lift trolley here? I guess that's something we'll need to think about.
Yes, it could be related to the case.
Alright then. Pulled that off nicely.
Now all that's left is to wait for the results of the teapot.
To be continued. Yes, I will save the game. I'm proud that I got through that without having to look anything up. I probably should have investigated the lift cart earlier, but it was a good catch, I think, on my part for the tablecloth. I'm sure what's-his-name was probably a bit annoyed at me. If he knows the game very well. He seems to know the game very well. But, he's done a good job of not spoiling anything. He keeps reminding me that all will be revealed, and it's like, yeah, I get it. All will be revealed. But, I mean, bear with me on this. I'm vocalizing my thoughts. Alright? I'm trying to figure this out before they tell me. That's part of the fun of the mystery. Coming to these conclusions before they're revealed to you. I will say, the prison warden, that caught me off guard. I did not expect her to be the criminal, and I came to the conclusion that she was involved like seconds before the game told me. So, game gets points on that one. I think I get points on this one. I have a report. We have detected traces of normalium from the teapot. You can't be serious.
It's just like Mr. Edgeworth said.
Darn it, did Mr. Edgeworth take the title of the best from me again?
Mr. DeBest, it seems like you have an obsession about being the best. But when you're on a case, winning and losing is of no importance.
What are you saying? Obviously, it's best to be the best at everything.
Are you the best at sucking dicks?
Yes, oh shit.
If you can't understand that, then you have no business being a prosecutor.
What? Shut up, Courtney.
Please stop harassing Sebastian. Sebastian, a person of your caliber has no need to listen to such things.
Justine. Yeah, you're right.
Please, leave this to me. Why don't you go and check on the victim's condition?
Yeah, that's a great idea. I'll be right back then.
All right, I'll be waiting.
Judge Courtney is much more troublesome than Mr. DeBest. She's competent.
Well then. Miss Curator, can you tell us why normalium was discovered in the teapot?
You know, as much as it seems like she has it out for me, she does seem to be prioritizing the case over gunning for me. So I have to appreciate that to a degree.
I was not aware it contained such a chemical. I suppose it may have been an ingredient from the detergent that I had used. So you're saying that that you did not put it in deliberately? No, of course not. There is no way for me to have known how to create the poison gas.
I've been waiting for this. Despite being former actress, it seems you're not very good at lying. Even though acting is kind of a form of lying anyway, but let's move on.
What do you mean?
You're sweating. Like, so obviously sweating. The angel's recipe is in your possession. And the method to create the poison gas is contained inside that recipe book, also several places on the internet, but whatever. So you must have known how to create it.
You also did sort of confess to knowing all the recipes and able to recite them in 2 hours.
I'm surprised you know about that. Miss Curator, is this true? It's true that I have the information about the poison gases contained in one of the recipes. However, just because I saw it does not mean I was responsible for the crime. Could you tell me what set off the poison gas? It was caused by the victim heating the lid of the glass case with a burner.
Yeah, pretty ingenious, actually. I forgot about that. That was a really cool way to have gas set off.
Haha, I see. If he locked himself in that room of his own will and set off the poison gas, wouldn't that suggest suicide?
Does she intend to deny it until the bitter end? Furthermore,
I wouldn't have been able to obtain a chemical like Megatoxin X.
That may be true, but you could have stolen it from someone else.
That reminds me, I met up with Katie a week ago, and that night is when I realised my Megatoxin X was gone.
What? Gave her that ball back? Was that her foot?
Katie, you couldn't have.
Madame Delicia always carried her medicine in a bag around with her. Anyone could have stolen it.
That's right. That's right. I don't have any proof that she was the one who stole it.
Kate, can't you tell us what you're hiding? It's a murder charge, man. She's not just gonna come out and admit that. I know you're not the kind of person who would hurt someone without a reason. Alright, so she had a motive for murder then, jeez.
Monsieur Shields, you doubt me as well?
Setting a trap on one of the gallery's exhibits, and then disguising the rooms. I just think it would have been impossible for anyone but the curator.
That's not true. There are no guards or security cameras at this gallery.
That's a massive oversight, I would think.
If any ill-intentioned person wanted to sneak into the gallery, it would have been an easy task for them.
Fucking do something about that. This is a museum. There's pieces of art here.
Then it isn't like you can... Then isn't it like an all-you-can-steal buffet in here?
You have to be careful. You never know when a great thief could appear. Well, that's always capitalized.
It doesn't sound like a joke when Kay says it.
But she has a point, dude. To quote Larry Butts. Dude.
Actually, Monsieur Gustavia apparently entered the gallery before it opened.
Well, I beat. Looks like Uncle Ray can't do anything to break down Kay's iron guard. You tried, like, one thing. This might be a good time to use the technique your old man taught me.
The technique my father taught you? Is it the one where you eat paper? You fucking weirdo.
This case is deeply connected to the one from 18 years ago. If we just pursue the present case, it may seem like there's a lot we don't understand. But if we try turning things around, there might be a hint to the case from the past.
Thinking the other way around? Did my father do that too?
I was gonna say, that's Phoenix's thing, and Miles has done that before. For example, just consider the relationship between the past case and Kate.
Miss Hall melted Mr. Dover's sherbet sculpture 18 years ago. And today Mr. Dover's works are on display in this gallery. It can't be she! I see. Now I know what to ask her.
That's good to hear. In that case, Uncle Ray will just watch over you as you do your work.
Miss Catherine Hall, if that is your real name. 18 years ago, it seems that you melted Mr. Dover's sherbet sculptures.
Oui, I was young and inexperienced. I did something inexcusable.
However, isn't that why you were able to open the Zodiac Gallery? The Zodiac Art Gallery?
I mean, inadvertently, I suppose.
I don't know what you mean. I don't understand either. Prosecutor Edgeworth, do you seek her testimony?
Yes, I would like her to tell me about the Zodiac Art Gallery. I would like to know the reason you decided to open a gallery for Mr. Dover's artwork.
If you insist that this is related to the case at hand, I will allow it. Miss Curator, your testimony, if you please. Very well. If that will make clear your suspicion about me. Now then, please testify about the Zodiac Art Gallery.
The Zodiac Art Gallery.
18 years. 18, if you will. After Monsieur Master was arrested, I was finally able to buy back the marshal. Then, in order to maintain it, I decided to manage it as an art gallery, with no security. I collected Pierre Hoquet's works from all over the world. After all, it was my dream to open the Zodiac Art Gallery.
Alright then.
It's wonderful that your dream has come true. What do you think, Prosecutor Edgeworth? I don't believe there was anything strange about her testimony.
Judge Courtney, Shut the fuck up. Wouldn't you agree it's a little too early to say there were no contradictions?
You speak like a defense attorney. Very well. Proceed as you please.
We will proceed in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching. I've been Tokenlad. Talk to you later. Sure to go share. See you around, Ass Clowns.